Okay, so looking at number 1, the domain is years or population?
Years.
Years. So, and notice, are these dots connected? No, so there's nothing in between, it's just those years. So, looking at the multiple choice, you have years is from 0 to 7, so what do you think your answer is? And we are looking for the you're looking for the range. So if we're looking for the range, and yes, A, because it's not connected, so they're all going to be separate answers. Okay, number 2. Okay, now this one is connected. They are connected. And so this time we're looking for what? Domain or range? Range. And so that is going to be these values, the home values. So what do you think your answer is?
B.
Exactly. And so y is greater than equal to 0.86 and less than equal to 3.1. And so the answer is B.
It's pretty easy.
Yepers. And number 3. What is the domain? Okay, so notice this problem. So, does it stop? No. Where does it start? 0. And why does it start at 0?
Because that's where the graph starts.
It's where the graph starts, and what else? What's it about?
Years.
Money.
Yeah, money, and you're saving, right? So, what's our answer?
D.
D. Again, because it's connected and it continues on, it doesn't stop. It's got an arrow on the end, so it's going to start at 0 and continue to get greater. So x is greater or equal to 0. So you're not going to have individual numbers unless we have dots and they don't continue. So is the graph important?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, number 4. So we don't have a graph this time. So what do we have to do?
Graph it on your
Graph it, exactly. So y equals -3 raised to the x. Go ahead and zoom standard. There's no telling what your calculator's on. And so here's mine. So are the values going up or are they going down? Down. So the way it works with a exponential is it gets close to 0, but it's never going to cross it. And that's called an asymptote. It gets close to it, but never crosses it. So it's going to get close to 0, but it's going to go down. So it's going to be kind of like half of a parabola, and it's going to go down and continue to get wider. So if it continues to get wider, of course it goes down, so we're looking at range, and so that is less than or greater than? Less than. Less than or equal to? No, just less than, because it never ends up equaling 0 and 0. So you can go to your table and your y value, you can continue to go up and it'll continue to get smaller e's, but it will never actually equal 0. Okay, number 5. And again, we're looking for the range. So, what do you think is going to happen to it? Is it going to go up or go down? Up, because the 3 is positive. And then what's the -2 going to do? So it's going to face up, and the -2 makes it shift down. And so instead of getting close to 0, it's going to get close to what kind of 2? -2. So is going to be y is less than or y is greater than?
Greater than.
Greater than, and greater than what? Negative 2. Oops, and I circled the wrong one. Greater than negative 2. And there we go. And last but not least, this is, we've got the 3. What do you think the 3 is going to do?
Make it go.
It's going to change the shape of it from 0.2. Raised to the x and minus 6. Yeah, so it's going to get close to 6, negative 6, I would think. And, hold on. So 0. So at negative 6, not negative 6, when, positive, there we go. So even though it says negative 6, it's actually getting close to it. It's going to hover there. Okay, so what's the domain? What x values is it going to cover? Are there endpoints on this? Exactly. Say it again.
All of them.
All of them. So, which would be all real numbers. Okay, and then my range is going to be y is greater than or y is less than. Greater because it's going up. So this stays the same and it's going up and to the left that way. So y is greater than negative 6 and not equal to. Even though on our table it actually says equal to because it gets close to it, but it actually never crosses it, which is a little bit confusing. And that is it.
Say it again. No.